So we'll start on our backs, bringing the feet together, dropping your knees out for Supta Baddha Konasana. Make sure you're comfortable, relax your inner thighs, and then slowly, once you find the right position, grab the opposite elbows and take the elbows over the head, relax the shoulders, and see whether the elbows come down towards the floor or not, accepting whatever position you're in, trying to release tension, let go of resistance, and find your breath. Make your inhales a bit longer, a bit smoother. Notice how it feels to really fill your lungs with air. And then every time you breathe out slow and let go a little bit more of resistance, tension. Let go every time you exhale. And fill your belly and chest with air every time you inhale. And then coming out of this position, we slowly release the hands, put them by our side, and then lift the knees up and put our feet flat on the ground. Slide the feet out a little bit and drop your knees in so your knees are resting one on the other. Then inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, give yourself a hug. So you want to bend the elbows inward, reach the hands behind your shoulder blades, walk with the fingers a little bit deeper, and then lift your elbows up towards the ceiling. You want to look for a little bit of space in the back of the shoulders, resting your knees, resting your inner thighs. Take another breath there. Notice how it feels to breathe here. And then as you inhale, slowly release your hands, reach the arms up. Now we're going to give ourselves a hug in a different way. So as you exhale, now the other hand is on top and hug yourself again, making sure it's the unnatural side. And again, walking with your fingers a little bit deeper. Open more space in the back of the shoulders. Take one more breath there to enjoy the space, to breathe here. Then inhale, reach the arms up in the air. And exhale, reach the arms out and put them down on the floor in a T shape. And then separate your knees and drop them to the right without losing your feet connection to the ground. So roll the feet over to the side of the feet and just drop your knees out as far as they go. Once you find a position, you can relax your knees to the right, turn the chest a little bit to the left, and turn your head to the left as well. Take a breath or two here. See if you can relax the lower back. And then as you inhale, bring your knees back up to the center, feet flat on the ground. And then exhale, drop your knees to the other side. Keep your feet on the ground and the knees, they drop wherever they drop. Once you find the position, turn the chest to the right, turn the head to the right, release your lower back, release the buttocks a bit. And then next time you inhale, slowly come back to the center. Very slowly start bringing the knees towards the chest and grab your kneecaps with two hands. We're going to do Apana Asana, which is a movement with the breath. So as you inhale, the knees pull away from the chest until the arms are straight. When you exhale, you pull the knees towards the chest, bending the elbows out. Inhale, knees away from the chest. Exhale, knees towards the chest. We're going to do it 3 more times, moving with the breath and noticing how the belly is affected by this movement, how it feels in the hip. And next time you breathe out and hug the knees towards the chest, hold the knees close to the chest, move them a little bit from side to side to give your lower back a little bit of a massage. And then whenever you're ready, roll over to your side and come up into all fours, standing on your hands and knees. Take an exhale and really ground yourself on your hands, back of the feet, all 10 toes. And then as you inhale, arch the spine so the chest is lifting forward and up, tailbone back and up. As you exhale, round the back, drop the tailbone down, chin towards the chest. And again, inhale, moving to one direction, feeling that movement all along the spine. And exhale to the opposite direction. Do it 2 more times. Move with your own breath. And then next time you inhale, as you lift the chest, turn your toes. And then as you exhale, push back into downward facing dog. So lift the buttocks back and up, push the ground with your hands, lengthen the arms, relax the neck. Start with your knees bent. Maybe you need to pedal your legs a bit. Maybe you need to rearrange the position of your feet. Take another couple of breaths there just to find your position, settle into this pose. And don't forget your breath. Keep breathing long, smooth, enjoying lungs filling up every time you inhale, and enjoy the releasing of tension every time you exhale. Next time you inhale, slowly shift the weight forward to the plank pose. So you arrange the shoulders above the wrists. Maybe you need to step your feet back a bit. If this is too difficult to hold here, just put your knees on the floor, but keep your shoulders above the wrists. Once you find the right position for you, round the lower back a bit and pull the belly in. And now the challenge is to try to breathe very comfortably in this position when the belly is in and we need to make an effort to create stability in our body. We're going to take one more breath here. Now, before we come down, remember you can always put your knees down. So take an inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly find your way down to the floor, all the way to your chest and chin. Turn your toes so you're flattening the back of the feet. You press them down, and then inhale, lengthen forward, lift the chest up, and go into a very small cobra. As you exhale, come down back to your chest and chin. And again, inhale, lengthen, roll the shoulders back and down a bit, lift the chest, maybe a little bit higher cobra, maybe not. Exhale, come down again. 2 more times with the breath. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog, moving through your knees, your toes, and finding your downward facing dog again. Rearrange your feet, so sometimes we need to step them forward, maybe open them apart a bit. Give yourself the permission to bend your knees always, as much as you need. There are no extra points for knees that are straight. Take one more breath in a downward facing dog. And then as you inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, take a walk to the front of the mat. Keep your feet apart. Bend your knees, round the back, relax the shoulders and neck. And then with an inhale, you're going to come up to standing with a round back, slowly, vertebra by vertebra. You might need more than one breath to reach up. Once you're standing up, slowly bring your feet closer together. Distribute the weight equally on both feet. Try to lengthen through the top of the head and press your feet down a little bit more actively. Take one more breath, Samasthiti. We're going to continue moving with the breath. So inhale, reach the arms up in the air, palms together, look up. Exhale, fold. You can bend your knees on the way down. You can round the back as much as necessary. Touch the ground with your fingertips. Inhale, press the shins, lift the chest, and lengthen the spine forward. And then exhale, fold again, and see that you empty all the air out. And then an inhale will take you all the way up to standing, palms together, look up. Exhale, bring your hands by your side. Inhale again, reach the arms up in the air, palms together, gaze at the back of the thumbs. Exhale, fold slowly with the breath. Inhale, either touch the ground with your fingertips or press the shins, lift the chest, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold, moving with the breath, relax the neck and shoulders. Press your feet down and inhale, rise up to standing, palms together, look up, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands by your side. We're going to continue from there. Inhale again, reach the arms up in the air, palms together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. This time, put your fingertips down, and as you exhale, step the right leg back. Big step back, and then slowly put the knee down on the ground. Rise up here, keeping the hands down. Drop the hip a little bit further down towards the front of the mat. And then inhale, either keep the hands down or reach them up in the air. Exhale, downward facing dog. Buttocks back and up, step the front leg back. And then on the inhale, transition to the plank pose again. You can use your knees down first. Exhale, lower down to the ground slowly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, move smoothly into downward facing dog. Try to find your position and come back to the breath. Make the breath a bit smoother, a bit longer. Then we're going to take an inhale and lift the right leg back and up in the air. And then exhale, swing it forward and place it right between our hands. We might need more than one step to reach there. Once you find that position, put the back leg down on the knee again. And then this time, rise up, stay with your hands down, turn the palms to face forward. Feel the chest opening a little bit wider and start leaning back with your shoulders. As you lean back with your shoulders, watch the lower back, don't overdo it. And notice if you can feel any sensation in the front thigh of that back leg. Take one more breath there to enjoy the space around the heart and the entire front body. And then as you inhale, put your fingertips in the front of the mat. And as you exhale, step the back foot forward next to the front foot and drop your head down. Inhale, rise up to standing, palms together, look up, lengthen. And then exhale, bring the hands by your side. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up in the air. Exhale, fold with the breath. Inhale, lift the chest forward, lengthen the spine. Fingertips on the ground. Exhale, step the left leg back. Big step, put the knee down. Rise up slowly, find your balance here. Drop the hip down a little bit. Either keep the hands down or inhale, reach the arms up in the air. Exhale, downward facing dog. With your inhale, transitioning to the plank pose. You can put your knees down first or not. Exhale, lower down to the floor, chest and chin. Turn your feet, inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Relax your neck and face. On your next inhale, lift the left leg back and up. Send the heel as far back as you can. Exhale, swing the foot forward and place it right between your hands. Put the back leg down on the knee. Turn the back foot flat. Inhale, rise up. Keep your hands by your side, then turn the palms forward. Slowly start opening space around the heart and lean back with your shoulder girdle. As you lean back with the shoulders, making sure there's no collapsing into your lower back. Drop the hip more forward and down towards the front of the mat. Tuck the tailbone under slightly. Take another breath or two, enjoying that space in the front of the body. On your next inhale, slowly take the hands forward, put them on the fingertips and the front of the mat. Exhale, step the back foot forward next to the front foot. Drop the head. Inhale, rise up to standing. Palms together, look up. Exhale, hands by your side. We're going to stand on one foot, taking the tree pose. Shift the weight to the right foot. Lift your left foot and grab it. Place it against the inner right thigh or the inner right shin. Once you find your balance, open the bent knee out to the side a little bit more. Keep your hips squared forward and bring your hands together in front of your heart. If you want, you can reach the arms up in the air. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. Keep the breath long and smooth. And see if you can keep the same length of the breath as you inhale and exhale. If your hands are up in the air, take an inhale and bring them back in front of your heart. And then exhale, slowly put both feet down on the ground. You can shake the legs a bit. And then slowly shift the weight towards the left foot. Grab your right ankle. Place the right foot against the inner left thigh or slide it down towards the shin. Find your balance. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Open the bent knee out a little bit more and keep the hips squared forward. And then either keep your hands where they are or reach them up in the air. Whatever variation of the hands, you can keep them far apart in a V shape, you can keep them parallel, or bring the palms together above the head. Take another breath here. Next time you inhale, bring the hands back together in front of the heart. Exhale, both feet down, you can shake the legs a bit. We're going to continue to move with the breath. So bring your feet closer together, hands by your side, and breathe all the way out. Inhale, reach the arms up in the air. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press the shins or touch the ground, lift the chest, lengthen. Exhale, fingertips on the ground. This time we're going to step the left leg, big step back, and put the knee gently on the ground. Inhale, rise up with the hands up in the air or down towards the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, transition into plank pose. Hold plank for a breath here. You have an option of doing Chaturanga if you know what that means, or just lower down to the floor. You can also do upward facing dog if you're ready for it. So let's take an inhale and exhale, lower down. You can always use your knees first if you need. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. On your next inhale, lift your left leg back and up in the air. So as you exhale, step the foot and place it on the outside of the left hand, not the inside. Once you find that position, put the back leg down on the knee again. Walk your hands a little bit further forward for support and lift the chest forward and up as though you're doing a little cobra in this position. Tuck the tailbone under, drop the hip down and forward a bit, and continue lifting the chest as much as appropriate for you. Imagining the heart is floating up towards the sky. Take another breath there in this kind of variation of lizard. From there, we're going to go into full lizard pose. So next time you exhale, you can either come down on the elbows or walk your hands a little bit further forward. And now you want to drop the chest down a little bit towards the floor. Keep it open, but now it's facing the floor. Drop the hip down a little bit more, especially that left side of the hip. Take another breath there. Next time you inhale, walk the hands back, turn the back foot on the toes, Exhale, slowly and mindfully step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Turn both feet out a little bit and slowly lower the buttocks down to the squatting position. You can always lift the heels up off the ground. Once you find the position, bring the hands together in front of the heart. Press with the elbows against the shins or knees and send the chest forward a little bit more. If the heels are on the ground, shift the weight a little bit more towards the heels. We're going to take another breath in the squatting position, Malasana. And then next time you breathe out, put your fingertips on the ground, lift the heels up off the ground, and then lift the buttocks as you inhale. Once the buttocks is up in the air, put the heels down, bring your feet to a parallel position, bend them a little bit, reach back, and interlace the fingers right behind you. And then you can reach the arms up towards the ceiling, straightening the elbows more or less, whatever works for you. And once you reach the arms up and you feel a little bit of sensations in the shoulders, you can also straighten the knees more if that feels right. Relax the neck, relax the face, let the head be heavy, just drop down. Take another breath here. You're going to use the hands to help you come up to standing, so breathe all the way out, bend your knees if you need to, and inhale, pull yourself up to standing slowly. Look down towards the floor as you rise up. As you breathe out, release your fingers, bring your feet closer together. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up in the air, palms together, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen. Fingertips on the ground. Exhale, step the right leg a big step back. Put the knee down gently on the ground. Inhale, rise up with your hands down or up in the air. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly shifting the weight forward to plank. Exhale, lowering down to any variation that's right for you. Inhale, cobra, or if you're ready for it, then upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath or two in downward facing dog. Rearrange your feet if you need to. Take another inhale and reach that right leg back and up in the air. Exhale, step it to the outside of the right hand. And then once you find that position, put the back leg down on the knee. Then walk your hands a little bit further forward and drop the hip and lift the chest forward and up into a mild cobra variation here, where you're arching the back and allowing the heart to float up towards the ceiling or sky, wherever you are. Take another breath there to just allow more space around the heart. And then we're going to go to the full lizard pose. So exhale, walk your hands forward, drop the chest down and the hip as well. You can come down on the elbows if that's appropriate for you. Once you find that position, continue dropping the hip towards the front of the mat, especially the right side of the hip, dropping down. Take another breath or two in the lizard pose. We're going to transition from here a little bit differently than we did before. So inhale, walk the hands back, prepare them for the downward facing dog. As you exhale, step the front leg back to downward facing dog. Let's take a breath in downward facing dog. And then as you inhale, lift the right leg back and up in the air. Exhale, step the right foot right between your hands. Again, more than one step if you need to. Put the back leg on the knee again. Turn the back foot flat. Rise up. Now from here, we're going to put the right hand on the front of that right thigh and push that thigh in a bit towards the left side. Inhale, lift the left hand up in the air. And exhale, hook the left elbow across from the right knee as far as it goes. Don't push it. Once you find that position, bring the hands together to a prayer pose. Elbows moving away from one another, opening up as wide as they can. And as you exhale again, you're going to turn the center of the chest towards your two thumbs. So we're twisting here. And you can either gaze down towards the floor or gaze anywhere else. Every time you exhale, you try to turn the heart a little bit further towards the thumbs and up towards the ceiling. Take another breath there. And then from there, we're going to slowly inhale, turn the back foot on the toes, and exhale, try to straighten the back leg so the heel is reaching back and the knee comes up off the ground. Take another breath, twisting in this position if you have the balance. Otherwise, just put your hands on the floor. And then from there, we're going to slowly untangle ourselves out of this, put both hands down on the fingertips, and then turn the back foot flat. So the heel in, toes out. And now we're turning the chest to the opposite direction. We're going to take the right hand and put it flat on the ground on the inside of the right foot. Find a connection between the shoulder and the knee. And then as you inhale, turn the chest up towards the ceiling, reach the left hand up. So now the chest is turning to the opposite direction, the back leg is straight, the foot is flat, pressing down actively. And from here, if that's possible, turn the upper hand with the palm facing the front of the mat, and inhale, take it up and over the head, creating a side angle stretch in your left side. So you want to stretch and open more space in the entire left side of the body. Continue turning the chest up towards the ceiling, using the right shoulder, right knee connection as leverage. Take one more breath. It's a bit complex here. And then as you exhale, put both hands down on the ground. Take an inhale, step the front leg back slowly to plank. And exhale, we're going to go directly to downward facing dog. Take a breath in downward facing dog. And then inhale, lift the left leg back and up in the air. Exhale, step the foot right between your hands. Once you reach there, put the back leg slowly on the knee and turn the back foot flat for more stability. Rise up, put the left hand on the left thigh, and then inhale, reach the right hand up in the air. Push the left thigh in a bit towards the right, and as you exhale, hook the right elbow across from the left knee as far as it can go, not with force. Bring your hands together as you inhale, and exhale, turn the center of the heart towards your two thumbs. Gaze down, gaze anywhere else. Continue turning the chest towards your two thumbs, and just breathe as freely, as smoothly as you can. Remember the inhale, remember the exhale. Keep them long, keep them comfortable, keep them soothing. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly turn the toes of the back foot. And then exhale, push the heel back and straighten the back leg. Keep the front thigh active. If you need to release your hands and put them on the ground, go ahead. Take one more breath. Try to twist in this position. And then as you inhale, put both hands down on the fingertips. Turn the back foot flat, heel in, toes out. And then slowly you're going to turn the chest to the opposite direction, putting the left hand flat on the ground, connected to the inside of the left foot. Find the connection between the left shoulder and the left knee. Inhale, turn the chest up towards the ceiling and reach the right hand up. Keep pressing the back foot. Keep the back leg active. Continue turning the chest up using that shoulder-knee connection. This is a very important connection. If you want to go a little bit further, turn the upper hand with the palm facing forward. And then as you inhale, take that right hand over the head diagonally, creating a long line of space on your right side of the body, but at the same time, continuing to turn the chest up towards the ceiling. We're going to take one more breath here. As you breathe out, make sure you find the ground with your eyes. As you inhale, put both hands flat on the ground slowly, and exhale, push yourself back to the downward facing dog position. Take a breath or two in downward facing dog, trying to slow down the breath a bit. Elongate the breath, breathing through the nose, mindfully, consciously, taking our time when we breathe. Inhale and exhale. Next time you inhale, slowly put your knees on the ground, and exhale, take a child's pose. So drop the sitting bones to your heels and reach the hands back, relax the shoulders. Feel the power of gravity and surrender to it for a breath or two. On your next inhale, slowly come up and sit on your heels. Find a position here. You can separate your knees and heels a bit if you need to. Reach back with your right hand and put it on top of the right heel, or you can grab the ankle if you want. And inhale, lift the left hand up in the air, lift the hip, and turn the chest up towards the ceiling. So we're opening space around the heart again. Of course, you don't want to feel any compression in your lower back, so make sure you're not doing too much. You can always keep the sitting bones on the heels. You don't have to lift them up in the air. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, slowly put the sitting bones back down on the heels. Change sides. So now you're going to use the left hand. Either just put it on the left heel somewhere or grab the ankle if you can. Inhale, lift the hip, lift the chest, reach the right hand up in the air, and do this variation of Asana, Camel Pose. Lift the hip up a bit higher, tuck the tailbone under, take another breath here, and then exhale, slowly come down. Reach the hands behind you, both of them, either on the fingertips or flat on the ground. Take a breath, just lean back a little bit, and as you inhale, lift the hip again. Try to create more space in the groin area and the upper front thighs. And then send those upper front thighs forward in space. See if you can open the heart a little bit wider. If the neck feels nice, drop the head back. Take another breath in this back bending position. And then as you exhale, slowly come down. We're going to drop the buttocks to one side, bring the legs to the other, and just cross our legs in any comfortable position. Twist here very gently. So make sure the sitting bones are grounded. Turn yourself towards the right hand behind you on the fingertips, left hand grabbing the right knee. Use the positions of the hands to keep the spine long and twist with every exhale a little bit more. Don't do anything with force. You do everything with the breath, only the breath. And then as you inhale, turn the chest and the head forward. And exhale, release your hands and turn to the left. Left hand behind you on the fingertips, right hand grabbing the left knee. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist towards the left. Again, using your hands, the hand behind you keeps the spine long. The hand which is grabbing the opposite knee is twisting you a little bit deeper with every exhale. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, release your hands. Put your right hand to your side, flat on the ground. Bend the right elbow a little bit and lean towards the right hand. Inhale, lift the left hand up in the air. And exhale, take it over the head towards the right, opening space in the left side of the body. Keep the left buttocks flat on the ground. You can bend the right elbow more or less, it's up to you. If you're very flexible, you can even put the elbow down on the ground. But make sure the upper hand is long, it's reaching, creating space. Take one more breath. And then as you inhale, slowly find your way back to the starting position. We're going to do the other side. Left hand flat on the ground to your left. Bend the elbow a little bit. Inhale, reach the right hand up in the air. Exhale, take it over the head and towards the left. Keep the right buttocks flat on the ground and heavy. And continue reaching with your right hand. You can always bend the left elbow more or less. It's really up to you. Keep the chest facing forward. Keep the breath long and smooth. Breathe all the way out before you come out of this pose, and inhale, slowly come up. We're going to look at our legs and make sure the right leg is in front of the left. Lift the knees a bit, slide the feet forward slightly, and see if you can get the legs to cross higher up towards the knees, if that's available for you. If that's available, or even if it's not, relax your legs again, drop your knees down, flex your feet, keep your buttocks flat, and start walking with your hands as you exhale forward more. Pause for a moment, take an inhale. And then exhale, see if you can walk your hands a little bit further forward. So work like that with the breath. Slowly see how far your hands are taking you in this pose called Sukhasana. Take another couple of breaths. Try to lengthen along the spine. Even though the spine is round, we're trying to make it a little bit more spacious. Before we come out of the pose, we're going to breathe all the way out. And then with the support of the hands, inhale, we're going to rise slowly. Change the crossing of the legs. So now the left leg in front of the right. Again, lift your knees up a bit. Slide your feet a little bit further forward so you can really cross your legs closer to your knees. And then drop your knees down. Flex your feet. Take an inhale and exhale. Start walking your hands forward a bit. Pause there for another inhale. And then exhale. See if your hands can go a little bit further. Now at some point you stop. You reach your maximum. You just continue breathing. And maybe something releases, and maybe after a breath or two, you see you can walk your hands a little bit further forward without forcing. It just happens naturally. Take another breath or two to explore these options. Before we come out, we're going to breathe all the way out, and then inhale, slowly come up to sitting. Cross your legs in any position that feels comfortable. Put your hands on your knees, relax the shoulders, and close your eyes. Try to sit upright a little bit more, so you want to lift the front and back of the chest up a bit more, lengthen the back of the neck, but you want to relax the shoulders, the face, the belly. The air just comes in, goes out. Can you notice when the air comes in through your nose? Can you notice when the air comes out? And then when you relax the belly completely, can you notice a little bit of movement in the belly as you breathe in? A little bit of movement in the belly as you breathe out. Take another moment to just be aware that you are a breathing being. Air is coming in, air is going out, and you are a witness to this process, this natural process. And then from there, you're going to move very slowly onto your back for the final pose, Shavasana. So lie down on your back, drop your feet out, relax your hands by your side, rearrange your head and neck so you can really relax the shoulders and neck. Close your eyes and let go. I'm going to invite you to stay here for as long as you can. Recommended minimum 3-4 minutes. If you can stay longer, please do. Allow the body to fully relax here, and it requires time to slowly release. Every moment there's more release, more release. Sometimes it's very subtle. So give it the time that it needs for the body to slowly surrender and let go. Thank you for practicing with this video, and I'm looking forward to sharing yoga with you in any platform. Enjoy Shavasana.